Hey there, everyone, and welcome back to another video where we're going to be looking at the horoscopes for the week of September 16 through to the 22nd. So, if you do enjoy these horoscopes, I'm thinking about doing annuals throughout October and posting those to give each sign an in-depth look at the horoscopes for 2025. Not sure yet, but if you're keen, I'll try and fit it in. But if you're keen, let me know, and I might think about doing those for you next month. But what is happening next month actually is a mentoring program. For quite some time now, I've been requested to put together some more advanced mentoring. So, this small group, the course has almost sold out. So, if you are keen, do jump in quickly. This course is going to help you if you are a little bit stuck into transitioning from being a perpetual astrology student to actually practicing and starting to do things. If you need help or confidence in putting yourself out there, whether that's on social media, getting your website and messaging sort of sorted out, there's always room for improvement for us all in that regard. But sometimes it's just so overwhelming that we don't take any action at all. So there's going to be help with you, for you rather, in that sphere, as well as astrological techniques. Which ones are going to help you nail a reading as such, and also help you reduce time, be more efficient with your practice. So just give you some of those more specialized tools. Uh, Last month in August, I started doing this 20 years ago. So if you would like to take advantage of the things that I've learned along the way, the mistakes and the successes, I'm going to be sort of packaging all of these things over a 5-week program. I'm not sure when I'm going to be doing it again. So if you're keen for this, this is a bit of a pilot voyage for us all. So it's 5 live calls. If you can't make it, that's it's probably better if you can, because the more you're involved, the more you'll get out of it. But I won't rant on about that too much here. I'll just pop a link in the description box below where you can learn more about what's on offer and sign up, hopefully. So I'll see you there in the mentor program. So this week is we've got a hybrid eclipse. And so when I say a hybrid eclipse, we are getting the veil lifted, if you like, on one house topic in particular in our birth charts. So it's this hybrid eclipse because the nodes are still positioned in Aries Libra, but the eclipse itself is Virgo Pisces. So when we have these hybrids or these crossovers, what we're getting in effect is what I often liken to being a movie trailer. So you go to the movies, you see some trailers for some upcoming films, you think, oh, yeah, that's not a bad one. I might see that one when it comes out, or yeah, no, that's not my cup of tea. So when it comes to our Virgo Pisces parts of life, we are going to get, if we're paying attention for especially the month of September, we're going to get a fairly good indication of what movement, what openings, what manifestations, and what ridiculous possibilities can come through throughout our Pisces bits. So that should be a lot of fun. I'm actually looking forward to this eclipse. It's, as far as eclipses go, I think this one packs a lot of potential. So anyway, let's get into it. There's a weekly overview, just calling it how I see it, how I like it, and then I go through the 12 signs for you. It's all time stamped, so you can always just jump into your sign if you want to do that too. Alrighty, so again, it's September 16 to or through to 22. You probably like astrology because it can give you a glimpse into the future. That said, if you could really open the curtain and take a sneak peek into 2025, would you? If you could actually see which areas of life were going to be lit up and which ones may diminish, would this change your course of action? You see, many of us think that it would. The reality is, however, we don't have as much free will as we give ourselves credit for. This week, Think of it a bit like a movie trailer to the feature film that will be released next year. There's an action scene here, a bit of intrigue there, and just when all appears lost, the hero of the day takes his woman in a passionate embrace and all becomes well again in the circle of life. I'm just cracking myself up there. You see what this trailer leads you to believe. It's just the outline and not the full story. This week, an opportunity opens where you can lean into a dream of how you'd like one area of life to manifest for you. That said, are you willing to let go of everything you currently believe to be true and just trust in the sublime, the ridiculous, and the unknown? Aries, sometimes we write off dreams as just a dream. What if a dream was a window into everything you ever wanted, everything you ever dreamed of? Would you close that window and lock it shut? Would you tell yourself it's just a dream and then move on with your dull and boring life? Everything that's worth having at one point seemed unachievable or unattainable. Look at what you have already. Why are you holding yourself back from having more? Taurus, you may have had a run of bad luck or a lack of opportunity in recent times. This can be a hard blow to anything you're really trying to manifest in your life. The challenge for you now is that will you still dare to dream? If you want something bad enough, obstacles are just par for the course. Every winner in life is the result of many failures. You never lose, you just win or you learn. Gemini, if anyone can manifest a career or life direction dream right now, it's you. If you can imagine it, then you can create it. Will it take some hard work? Will it take you having to ignore all those who say it can't be done or that it's not practical? Most certainly. This week, keep in mind that nothing worth having came from being practical. In order to manifest the dream, you have to orbit on your own axis a little bit. Cancer. In a world that appears to be devoid of spirituality or godliness, you might be in a place where you're seeking to double down on it. One way or another, the path ahead is about you walking towards a life of greater meaning and purpose. To define exactly what that looks like is a bit too early to tell. That said, if you feel your soul is being pulled in a direction that's hard to define, then you know that somehow you're on the path that you're meant to be on. Leo, if you're stuck in a financial bind, you may need to think creatively about how you can get out of it. Maybe it's not about money, but more about the emotional entanglement you share with someone else, especially of the romantic variety. It's not been an easy road for you in these areas, to be sure, but if you can lean into the impossible, then you've got a greater chance of improving things than staying within the tried, the tested, and the true. Virgo, whether you're single and wish not to be, whether you're partnered and beginning to wonder what the future holds for the two of you, one thing is for certain. A massive block, barrier, or obstacle is less of an issue than it once was. Your challenge now is to not let recent difficulties taint your future because the future is amazingly romantic if you let it be. Let your guard down in love and see what happens. I mean, it's got to be better than what it's been, right? Libra, every day feels exactly the same. It's a grind, to be sure. However, if you've got a dream or a goal that is driving you, then you need to double down on that. Yes, the road ahead is both bumpy and with potholes, though it won't be like this forever. Every challenging day, every setback, or every boring task you have to undergo is leading you to the place you really long to be. Don't give up, double down, keep going. Scorpio, in some ways, the way in which Hollywood has led us all to believe how romance and falling in love should be has been a bit of a misnomer. In reality, it's probably caused more heartache than it has true love. If you've fallen on hard days in a current romance, Do remember that Hollywood is not real life. True and lasting love is forged in the struggle and in the times when you'd rather be anywhere else than where you are, yet you choose no other place to be. Sagittarius, life at home has been a real mixed bag. On the one hand, you've had to double down on all your obligations and responsibilities, while on the other, somehow you've sleepwalked through it all. Contradictory, I know. However, when you take a look around, you may be wondering how you even ended up where you are, good, bad, or indifferent. While times may be tough in some ways, it's important that you don't lose sight of your domestic dreams and desires neither. Capricorn, you're one who can tend to get so wound up in their work, obligations, and expectations that it can be really easy for you to get stuck in a rut. Sure, there will be some aspects of your life that you cannot or will not compromise on. However, could you add a little magic to the mundane? See more beauty that's all around you. Allow your imagination to be stoked. When you step outside the practical, you'll begin to see the magical. Aquarius, an opportunity that seems far fetched or plain impossible could fall in your lap. If that opportunity involves making money or boosting your confidence, then you need to fully embrace it. A new financial cycle is opening and you've got the chance to get your foot inside the door. What you choose to do or not do will determine whether you get to stay in the room or not. Anything is possible if you believe it to be so. Pisces, you've had your fair share of challenges, obstacles, and hard work that never seemed to end. By now, you're probably used to it. Don't be, though. All that you've done, all that you've been through has led you to this moment. This week, you're going to get a glimpse into the wonderful opportunities that the past 18 months have earned you. If you've been slackening off, then it's not too late to turn things around. Chase your dreams because nobody else can. Well, I hope you enjoyed that. Let me know in the comments your thoughts. If you've got any comments on how they may be resonating for you or not, that would be awesome. I hope you have a really great week and the eclipse treats you rather gently. So until next time, I hope you have a really great week.